Hello and welcome to Wealthy Money TV. Today we're going to be talking about being open to receive all the good in the world and dealing with the guilt of abundance. I don't know about other people, but I really struggle with that. So today my guest is Lerato Mmutle and my name is Vangile. So welcome, Lerato.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. So, Lerato, just to ask, you have had an incredible transformation with money, where you went from little or no savings and investments to lots of savings and investments in a short space of time in your 20s, when most people are spending money. But have you found that as you're on this journey, there is some guilt that crops up around all this abundance that you've created?
Yes. I don't think you can escape the guilt. I think you actually have to work through it,
Yeah.
Well, in terms of the abundance in my life, I've been very blessed, very, very humbly blessed. I come from a background of, I was born in Mafikeng, and my family's from the village, so village girl really. But you never really forget where you come from. But kind of moving from there, and my mother being very, very hardworking and moving up the ranks in her job, and very proud of her, and she did a very good job.
Yes.
And also with my father moving, so there was more comfort.
Yes.
So once I moved away from home and came to Cape Town, and I was very shocked to see so many people on the street, because I lived a pretty much sheltered life,
Yes.
living in the township. Even though people are poor, we're happy,
Yes.
So coming here and seeing kind of that disparity and seeing the sadness, it was really hard for me. So I think that's where it started mainly, was the guilt around seeing others without abundance,
Yes.
or others who have not managed to manifest that kind of abundance in their lives. So at the moment, I don't go through that much guilt anymore.
Okay.
But it does surface every now and again, and I think it's also in ways that we express ourselves, not overtly talking about things that we have, kind of keeping it simple,
Ooh, don't get me started on that. Please just explain a little about that, about what you mean, because in the recent months, actually, a lot of good friends, and I thank them for that, have been calling me out on being apologetic for what I'm creating and what I have. So they say, your language is almost like you're saying you're sorry that you're creating this abundance and you're trying to stop that. Have you seen that in yourself?
No, I'm very unapologetic about it. Mainly because when I manifest, or when I am in tune or in sync with the universe, and we are in the manifestation space, I really feel that I follow a certain principle, which is basically I move in the space of the heart, of what really speaks to me, and what is really that. And also in a lot of things that I manifest, or that I'm creating and that I'm involved in, I also think about others and how it will benefit them. So I think that from there's no real apologetic state in that, because I know that it has to happen through me, at least what it is I see, the vision, because it was given, So in terms of that, no, but in terms of the I suppose, the achieving, and then the overachieving, where you go, okay, maybe.
And that's where my apologeticness, at least from, and I wasn't aware of it, which is why it's so awesome to be doing this work, because now the people around me can say, hold up, isn't that what you teach against? Aren't you doing that? And it's that almost like wanting to say, oh my word, I'm achieving this, but let's not, I don't want to come across as bragging, and so how have you dealt with that? Because I think for me that's been, I don't want to be seen as bragging, and then the way that I've been able to break through that has been to just accept all of me, because I started to realize that when I do that, and if I'm doing that, I'm blocking my own self from going further, because then I start to limit the work that I do. I start to limit the opportunities that I get, because I don't want it to be seen as bragging or any of that.
Yeah, it's a tricky space to be in, but I think that, at least on my side, I left South Africa kind of feeling, okay, I needed some space, and I went there, did a lot of growing, and came back, and suddenly I was being offered like executive positions and things like that.
Wow.
And I was just, it took, in the beginning it was like, why are they asking me to become chair of this thing? I don't understand why I'm being called onto boards and things. And only recently I realized that actually it's always been the level that I work at, not on a strategic level, more executive in terms of the implementation and kind of always making sure of excellence and those sort of things, that you do beyond yourself, because it's a passion and speaking through you, So I think kind of getting past that was mainly a stepping into that power, And when I say power, I just mean really stepping into your shoes and walking, making sure that it's the right size. It doesn't, you can move in them, they're comfortable. And once you're able to step into those shoes, and you realize that actually there's no other way to walk, but this way. So, I like to say that it's important for anyone who feels guilty about what they're achieving or what they're not, that the way to counteract that, or at least to assist that guilt, and when I say assist the guilt, is because sometimes these negative emotions are there to teach us and to help us move through into a better space, and that is to actually lift others up, let's go together, so it's not necessarily I'm up here, and I made it, look at all of those people down there. It's and then they go, I don't know what to do, and you say, oh man, you can do it. It's hard, but do it, So I think if you're able to understand that guilt is firstly the need to embrace your true value, and then also seeing that value extended to others. The others is where the guilt starts. How are they seeing me? How are they hearing me? But then if you just say, actually, this light I shine, it's actually going to help you shine, and so I think that's one way to do it.
Yes. And I must say that you're one of the people that really helped me release the last of that, when we had a conversation and you just told me, shine your light, because everyone needs to have that light.
Yes. And
I'm so appreciative of that, and I hope other people have gained some valuable insights from this. And if you want to contact Lerato, her website is on here, and her email address is at the bottom of the screen. And we look forward to seeing you in the next episode, and stay tuned. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Wealthy Money YouTube videos, or go onto our website and subscribe to the newsletter. Cheers!